Welcome back to another week. It is week 8. Week Brian Dumoulin or Mark Recchi, who got tossed the other night.
Yeah.
Against the Capitals. And also, welcome to 3PT. Quick shout out to the Buccos, who are now 4-0 to start the season.
How about them Buccos?
That's 4 more wins than I thought they would get all season.
Them battling Buccos. They are now number 1 in the NL Central. So good on them. At 4-0, one of 3 undefeated teams last time I checked in the MLB.
And I am here with Berlansky, who's already been talking.
Yes, I have.
Jordan.
Hello, my name's Jeff.
Who will not be here the entire time.
Yeah, he has to go do rooming selection because he's living on campus next year.
What a scrub.
Oh, scrub.
My name's Jeff.
This is not the way to do it, Jordan.
But I do want to have a quick shout out. We are a Penguins talk show, but credit where credit is due. Shout out to the Sedin brothers who announced that they will be retiring after this season. They were drafted a year apart, have played their entire careers together, have pretty much identical contracts.
They were drafted the same year.
They were drafted the same year?
Yep.
Okay. Well, they were drafted the same year and really doing it all the right way the entire time. They almost brought Vancouver a cup.
Brought them a
Western Conference Championship and some burnt down couches.
Oh, yeah. A lot of couches.
A lot of couches.
Looking like West Virginia out there.
But anyway, congratulations to the Sedins on a fantastic career. And
very much
Vancouver, you got to find yourself 2 more players that are as great as those guys. But we are a Pens talk show, so we will talk about the Penguins, and more specifically, we will talk about moments. We said last week at the top of the show that great moments are born from great opportunity, and the Penguins, who have had 5 Stanley Cup championships, have had opportunities to make some big moments. So we're going to lead it off. We're going to break this down 3 ways. We're going to do moments from the 91-92 Cup runs, from the 09 Cup run, and from the 16-17 Cup run. So that's 3 different opportunities for us to argue out which moment we think is the best. We're going to start with the 91-92 Cup runs. Jordan is not going to participate in this because, unlike me and Horwat, Jordan does not go back and look at highlights of the 91-92 Cup runs.
Jordan is not aware that the Penguins were a thing, let alone a bird.
Not very good. It was not good at keeping up with the hookie.
Oh, boy. So.
Yeah, we're going to ignore him for the next couple minutes. But, Nicholas J. Horwat, what moment from the 91-92 runs do you pick?
Had to be the Lemieux goal from Game 1 of the 1992 final against Chicago with 14 or so seconds left. And it is the call that you always hear when you think of Mike Lang. And one that is, I'm not going to reenact it at all.
Well, if you want to hear about it, want to hear people talk about it, go to the Penguins' 50th anniversary video. Mike Lang, Paul Steigerwald both talk about that call, about that great moment. But, that moment was great, but it would not have been as great if not for the dazzling moves of one Jaromir Jagr just mere seconds before that to tie the game up. This was a comeback win, as you, I believe, stated.
Yes.
But here's the thing. They say Lemieux's goal was great, and it was the game winner, and it gave them 1 game advantage after all the momentum went back to the Penguins after that game. It wouldn't have meant anything without the Jagr goal, because without the Jagr goal, it might have gone to overtime, and you don't know how that's going to end up, as we've seen several times throughout the playoffs and throughout the years that we've been alive for. So I believe, plus I think the Jagr goal was a better goal. He dangles through a bunch of Blackhawks.
Yeah, I'll say it was definitely,
and scores on the backhand.
It's definitely a better looking goal, but it's just sometimes it's the moment that it happens. Like, great goals can happen from any player, but hey, they could still lose that game. But you still look at that goal as the moment. I don't know what I'm getting at, but it's just they won the game on Mario's goal.
Getting real philosophical over here.
They won the game on Mario's goal, but without Jagr's goal, would Mario have had that opportunity?
You never know. It was a power play goal. He could have tied it with that goal still.
Yeah, but it was a power play goal. That is true. But at the same time, who takes a penalty when you're up a goal?
The Lemieux goal was the power play goal.
That's what I'm saying. Or no, when you're
tied.
Yeah, but if you're up a goal, they probably wouldn't take that penalty because they're not pushing.
It's also the 90s. You never know. I don't know what the call was. I could probably look at it. NHL.com actually has the entire game stats.
Okay, we don't have to look through stats.
I just have it up in front of me. That's how I figured all that out. But
okay,
cheat sheet,
Jordan. You don't even know what goal we're talking about.
Cheat sheet.
You need a
Jordan.
video.
Wait, have you been paying attention? What? Don't look it up on the computer. Who was that goal against?
Chicago. He has been listening to us at least.
Okay, well, good to know.
What do you think I was doing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you checked out for like a couple minutes until we brought you back in for the 09 Cup run.
He heard he didn't have to talk, and he's like, all right, I'm just going to sit here.
I looked at a goal
But you're counting the panels on the ceiling.
I understand that.
Okay, so Jordan, of what we've said, which goal do you think would be more important then, or a better moment, not more important?
I just find it hard to. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're two of the all-time greatest Penguins, but I find it really hard to like actually put a Jaromir Jagr moment over a Mario moment.
So you're with me on this, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Hey, how about that?
Wow.
I mean, like I'm not taking anything away from Jaromir, but I mean,
you can't take anything away from either of those players. But
Yeah.
I will stick to my guns.
I mean, yeah,
I'd
as
still
you're
believe it,
supposed to.
but according to the third party, which is Jordan, Horwat won that one. That is the only
Yeah.
time we're going to have a vote, because the next time that we're talking, which is right about now, Jordan's actually going to be in this one. So we'll see how that's going.
He just has to adjust one thing, but it is the 09 series.
The 09 series.
Playoff series.
Series?
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
The 09 playoffs. And the moment I chose, I will lead it off, was Malkin's hat-trick goal against Carolina. Whenever he kind of just
Coming
sniped,
around the back and
no look,
backhand.
straight down,
Top cheddar.
backhand.
Okay. Jordan, what was your moment?
Fleury save in Game 7
Against?
the Red Wings.
Listen, 3PTHQ's after the first break. We've already questioned him twice.
Well, because there was another big save that Fleury made in a Game 7.
Oh, that is right, and that is my pick.
Yep.
My pick was the save in Game 7 against the Capitals on Alexander Ovechkin on a breakaway in Game 7, shutting down the probably best goal scorer of this generation,
Yes.
leading to a
agree.
Penguins victory.
I'll agree.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong.
Which, again, I will go to this. If they don't win that game, if he doesn't make that stop, they might not win that game. And if they don't win that game, your moments never happen.
This is true.
Sequence of events, gentlemen.
So you're just picking all the earlier events here. Is that what you're getting? It's like you're like, without my event, yours don't even happen.
So far, we do
Without
have
one-
another category to go. So don't
With what?
don't hold me to that. But yes, so far it's what it seems like.
All right.
I think it holds for the last one. But anyway, to defend mine, I remember going into the Carolina series thinking, we got this. It's a wash. Carolina's only Carolina. And I was right, clearly.
Yeah, we won that series in 4
Swept that
games.
series. I think that was not Game 4, but I forget what game it was. But
It was
either
one
way,
of the first 2 games because we were the
it was a home team, yeah. But it was one of the nicest goals Malkin has ever scored. It is still being put into like his highlight packages. And
I remember I did a highlight package when I was sick, and I did a highlight package with iMovie in high school, and that goal was on it.
I think I know exactly what
That video is on YouTube,
As
so
I
if you
know
go
what
and
video you're
find that,
talking about.
congratulations. It's horribly edited. I think Radioactive is the song behind it. Please don't look it up right now
Jordan,
because we'd
stop.
rather not. But yeah,
There's all your other schoolwork though. Hey, look, I'm in that one. But
Okay.
no, it's just it's a goal that I always look at as Malkin's one of Malkin's one of the better goals of that playoffs. And I don't know, just
that
great
was 5
moment.
years ago with 64 views. So thank you to 64 people who, for some reason, looked at that horribly edited piece of crap.
If I'm being honest, I may have checked it out once because I look through all your school stuff sometimes. Like,
Jordan, are you going to defend yours, or are you
Jordan,
just going
get
to sip
your
on a
moment.
water bottle and stare at a picture of Jake Berge and Evgeny Malkin?
Two cute guys. No, I think it was just a surreal moment because like you're looking at the frenzy that's going on in front of the net right before Fleury makes that diving save, and you're thinking, oh my God, maybe we're not going to win the cup, and then seconds later you're like, oh my Lord, we just won a Stanley Cup. And I just think it's a very
You do also have to think about who he saved that off of, who is a Hall of Fame type
one of
player.
the greatest defensemen.
One of the best defensemen of all time. Jordan, who is it?
That's a great
Oh,
question.
come on.
Come on, you think I know the Red Wings?
Nicholas Lidstrom?
Okay, I know Nicholas Lidstrom.
Okay,
That's-
well
you
there you
definitely
go.
heard the name, so I'll give it to you for.
But the way I see it, that series versus the Capitals was an all-time series. I think any series we've played the Capitals in recent history has been all-time type of series.
I think it's hard to not put those series in the top of their last few years.
But that series especially was the first time that it was Ovechkin versus Crosby in the playoffs. And that was the same series that Ovechkin and Crosby both scored a hat trick in the same game. So that series was already nuts. Not to mention it was Game 7. Not to mention it was in Washington. And not to mention, again, it was Alex Ovechkin, who is the greatest goal scorer. And I am saying the greatest, not tentatively. He's the greatest goal scorer of our generation. And Fleury robbed him. Showed him the leather. Robbed them, and turned that game around for the Pittsburgh Penguins to go to the Stanley Cup and win for the first time since 1992.
Or to go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I guess you could also add
To play
Again, you said it's Carolina.
Play Carolina, which had my moment. Listen,
Yes, that is the sequence of events. But we also swept Carolina,
I mean, pretty handily.
so we basically played the mini-mites of the NHL.
Hey,
That
I'm just
season-
saying the series that I picked went to 7 games.
series that he picked went to 7-2.
Mine was a Stanley Cup final.
Is that really your argument?
It's part of it.
Mine was in the Stanley Cup final. Man,
You're great.
man, Horo, why didn't we pull that one out last one? In the 90, talking about the 92. Oh wait, they were both in the final,
They're
and
both
I
in
just
game one of the
headbutted the mic. So sorry for that.
Sorry, headphone users.
Man, this is.
That's if anybody's actually listening, but that's besides the point. I'm going to stick to my guns again and say that it was the Fleury save on Alex Ovechkin. Any of you guys wavering on yours? You guys sticking to it?
Sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm sticking.
Sticking. Wow. Well, we would like your opinion for this one and for the next one, and actually for the first one as well. So tweet us, text us. You know our phone number if you have it. If not, tweet us at 412talk and or at not Nick Horwat.
Hey.
Or at Nick Berlansky or at Jordan Slobodinsky. I don't know if that's your Twitter.
Yeah, I think it's at Jordan Slobodinsky.
It's Jordan Slobodinsky. Well,
Here.
tweet us, text us if you know or have an opinion or want to just tell us who was right and who was wrong or who was more right and who was more wrong. That would be helpful, but we still have one to go. Yes, that is the recent memory. Sports is all about what have you done for me recently, and the Pittsburgh Penguins have recently won 2 Stanley Cups. So we are now going to decide what the best moment of those 2 cup runs combined is. Horat, lead us off.
Oh, man. It's the Kunitz goal from Game 7 against the Ottawa Senators in double overtime. And part of it is because I was there.
Oh, wait,
It is the greatest goal I've ever seen. It's the greatest game I've ever been to. And just
It was a great game.
I thought-
honestly, if I wasn't there, I may have had a different answer. But it's just
Being there changes
being
everything.
there changed so much for that goal.
I can get that.
And it's just I don't know, man. Who's not going to say that moment besides you two?
Well, Jordan,
Okay, so are we saying 2016 or 2017?
both, either one. What's the best moment from either one?
Oh, geez, from either one. So in 2016 is... Oh, wow.
Is this your
You're
moment,
picking one moment.
Come on, Jordan. Come on.
Oh, geez.
The biggest moment from both of those 2 years.
Oh, my God.
Berlansky, go.
That's so hard.
Berlansky, go.
Well,
Jordan
you
can
think I'm going to go.
I thought it was two separate moments. I had 2 moments in my head. Oh, jeez.
Well, then you can pick one. Berlansky, go while he does that.
My moment would happen to be in the same game that happened the day that I was on Penguins Instagram and NBC Sports Instagram. The Penguins Instagram for playing spike ball and NBC Sports for being in the front row behind Jeremy Roenick. That would be Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year, folks. That would be against the Nashville Predators, and my moment would be Jake Gensel storming down the right wing and blowing it past Pecorine. But why is that important, you ask? Because we had been held shotless
Yeah.
for a solid 34 minutes and 3 seconds. I remember that because I tweeted that and I looked at that. 34 minutes and 3 seconds in the Stanley Cup final game without a goal. We had gotten off to a hot start, given up the lead, had no momentum, and Gensel fires one past Rene. And that changes the entire outlook of the series. That is why that is my moment.
I can remember literally saying, like our next shot's going in. Like, this is the way it's going to be. And then it did, and I was right. But
And I was not in the stadium for that game, but I was, in fact, at the big screen.
those big screens are awesome.
And it went bananas. Is the best word I can use for it. It's not the best word I can use for it, but I can't say that because we're on radio.
You could say bonkers. That's a good word.
It went bonkers.
I like saying that.
Bonkers. I appreciate that.
Jordan, do you have one?
I'm going to go with the entirety of the Game 5 win over Columbus. Because I feel like at the stage of that like series, okay, yeah, I know it's kind of...
What?
Well, you know what? We're going to do Pens Weekly Recap and let you guys sink that in. The Penguins this week had 4 games. They started with a 5-2 loss against Detroit, and a lot of fans were upset about that. They came back with a 4-3 overtime win, and we will talk about that overtime goal on opening day. Sid, we see you. We had Montreal 5-2 win that clinched our 12th straight playoff appearance. You got a #3leave in that. And then we lost last night to Washington 3-1. But we are going to head to commercial break here. When we come back, we will have more talk about the best moment from the 16-17 playoffs. You'll figure out what Jordan is thinking when he says Game 5 of the Columbus series. And we will talk a little bit about Pens Passport coming up on 3PT.
Hi, I'm B. Teal. Tune in as I take you between the hits. The songs from your favorite albums that you've never heard. Listen live every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on WPPJ 670 AM.
There's something in the woods. It's Sam Morrison with Squatchin'. Listen to Bigfoot news, sightings, and legends with a hefty helping of classic heavy metal, 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Join in at WPPJradio.com or on the TuneIn app. Also, check out the blog on WPPJradio.com for Squatchin' extras, like sighting photos, Bigfoot merch, and some bonus Bigfoot content. WPPJ Radio, 670 AM.
Hi, I'm Becca Riggin.
And I'm Lauren Klauser.
If you're looking for quality recommendations for all things books, music, and movies,
and you want to hear the latest pop and tunes,
then tune into our radio show.
Thanks, pal. Every Saturday night from 7 to 8. You can listen by downloading the TuneIn app,
or on WPPJ 670 AM, or at WPPJradio.com.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, this is Alex Papachek. Join me for my new show, State of the Uni, as in State of the Union, but for Point Park University. Get it? I hoped it was funny. Anyway, each week I'll talk with a new guest about everything from cafe lines to the state of the media to, well, you'll just have to listen in. Catch State of the Uni on WPPJ Saturdays at 6 p.m. and catch past episodes in a podcastable format at WPPJradio.com.
Hey guys, it's Chris Schwanke, and I have some questions for you. Are you always stressed out after a long day of classes? Just trying to wind down after work? Need something to brighten up your hump day? Then tune in, cool down, and hang out with me in the Igloo for 2 hours of tunes and talk every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Follow me on Twitter at _igloo_WPPJ and listen live on WPPJradio.com.
You're listening to WPPJ Radio 670 AM or online at WPPJradio.com, and this is your sports update for the week. The competitive dance team earned 4th place at the NAIA Competitive Cheer and Dance National Championships in Oklahoma City on Saturday. This was the team's first appearance on the national stage, their overall score hitting 85.42, just 0.03 points behind 3rd place finisher and last season's champion Midland University. Point Park's baseball team finds itself back in the NAIA Baseball Top 25, reaching number 22 in the first national poll of the season. The Bison are currently 13-1, adding 2 wins against Brescia and 1 against Washington and Jefferson under their belts. They have 3 more doubleheaders coming this weekend, along with the softball team getting back into action at the same time in the Lindsey Wilson Campbellsville Tournament. Junior track and field champion Anna Shields can add another accolade to her resume, being named NAIA's Women's Track Athlete of the Year. Shields placed first in 2 events at the national competition, including the mile run and the 1,000 meters. She was voted on for the honor by the United States Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association, adding another title to an already impressive career. For Point Park and WPPJ Radio, I'm...
Ooh, welcome back. We are back on 3PT and talking about the greatest moments of the Stanley Cup runs for the Pittsburgh Penguins. But first, we have a fan favorite. We have a couple fan favorite segments. We're going to start with Slobodinski storylines. Jordan, take us away.
Uh-oh.
The Penguins clinched their 12th straight playoff appearance with their win over Montreal on Saturday, surprisingly 5-2 and not 5-3. Also on Saturday's game, Patrick Hornquist notched his 200th career goal. Shoutouts to you, Horny. Evgeny Malkin says...
Read it.
Evgeny Malkin shoots on the Capitals, saying his antics at the end of the game were because we might see them in the playoffs, and that he believes his team is ready for the physicality of the playoffs. Just want to point out, Berlansky said the word where instead of were. Number 4, Derek Brassard has missed 3 games with a lower body injury, according to Mike Sullivan. He is day-to-day, and no further info on him.
Well, thank you, Jordan. And you do realize that I do the rundowns almost every week, apart from a couple of times Horwat. Well, Horwat always helps, and then... So, before you start making fun of my spelling...
Write a rundown.
Man, Jeff.
With that, let's continue roasting Jordan and go straight to 3PTHQ.
I was going to say
Horwat?
Roasting Jordan. Oh, no, 3PTHQ.
All right, Jordan. The easy question. Name two players, current or former, who have worn the number 8.
Oh, God. Brian Dumoulin. Oh, my God.
He said them at the beginning of the show.
Oh, no.
I gave you a
The last 2 weeks you've had 2 out of 3. Don't ruin it.
Oh, he's gonna get the second one, by the way.
Crap, I can't think who it is. 2 years.
Do you know our assistant coach currently?
Mark Recchi.
There you
Hey,
go.
ding, ding, ding.
I do not have any. All right, the second one.
Okay.
Fill in the blank.
Okay.
And this upcoming playoffs marks the blank consecutive year the Penguins have made the playoffs.
12th.
Yeah, good thing you just read it. I was really.
That's what you looked at me and started freaking out about. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
You need to screen these questions through me, but I don't like that though. So 2 out of 3 for the 3rd straight week. Can he do for the first time? 3 out of 3.
He's not. What year did Civic Arena open?
19. We got there already. We're there.
1900s.
Are you sure?
Now, go ahead.
69?
No, false, wrong. It's 1961.
I knew it was.
I thought you were going to get it.
So did I.
I knew it was in the 60s. I knew it was in the 60s.
He said 60, and I thought he was going to say 1,
like,
but
say it.
then again, it is Jordan, and he has
Do you know
a
the
very dirty mind, and so 69 is the first thing he
Fair
thought.
enough. Do you know the original use of the Civic Arena?
I feel like I've heard this before, but
Can I give him a hint?
Yes.
The roof opened.
Also, stop playing with your bottle cap.
Is it
You got like 3 seconds before we go back to a
yeah,
conversation.
I don't know.
It was for the Civic Light Opera House.
Okay.
It was an opera house.
Okay. No, I knew it was in the 60s, but
Well, yeah. So,
Well, with that,
I have one more thing to read.
he has something else to read. Horwat, take it away.
Next week will not be like any other episode you've heard on here before. Monday, April 9th, right here on WPPJ Radio, will be the most prestigious award show in WPPJ history, the first ever Point Park Pens Talk award show. That's right, we'll be giving awards to Penguin players who have made this three-peat season a memorable one. So be sure to tune in next week, April 9th, right here on WPPJ Radio at 8 p.m. sharp.
Or maybe not sharp, because sometimes we start at 8:03. But
We
yes,
don't worry
tune
about
in nonetheless. And if you have a Twitter, the Twitter box,
Get
go
to voting.
to at 412talk. There's a pinned tweet at the top, and there is a poll. But if you click on that, it is a thread of polls. So please go and vote on those, and we will be telling you who won the fan vote, and then we will be discussing, as we always do, aka arguing as to who we believe the winners of that would be. Jordan, I just want to give you a little shout out. Casey DeSmith was nominated for 3 of the 8 3PT awards. How
about
proud
that?
are you?
my boy.
One of them was by default because it was the best goaltender, and there's only 3.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
he
man.
should definitely win
Oh,
that
there
one.
was 4. We totally forgot about Niemi.
Yeah, but we only have 3, and I was not nominating Niemi over any
I know,
the other
but
2
still,
who gave us a win.
We could have had him on the list, man. All right. He just
But
made the list.
All of
So
3
speaking
games.
of Jordan, what did you mean? As a lot of people are probably wondering right now that before break, what did you mean Game 5 of Columbus series? Please defend
Okay,
yourself.
so this past April,
Yes.
a year ago actually.
Well, now is April.
Yeah.
Boy.
Horwat took me to Game 5 of the opening round against Columbus, and
Arnai's such a nice guy.
it was my first
I was
playoff
not taking you to a
experience.
playoff game.
He did not take Berlansky. And
Getting real awkward in here.
Go ahead, continue, Jordan.
and it was just a really memorable moment because it's the first playoff win I'd ever seen. I'd never seen players shake hands after a game. It was the last game that I got to see Marc-Andre Fleury play in as a Penguin, and it was just really memorable to me in that run. Out of everything last year, it just stands out the most to me.
Well, I feel less like slapping him upside the head because that is a very good sentiment. That is also something I've never seen before. I've never seen the handshake line.
It was interesting.
Oh, no, I have seen the handshake line, but it doesn't count because it was Stadium Series.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same as after a postseason series.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It
But
was really cool.
Jordan, actually, yes, that was good. But you did say you might want to change it. Are you going to stick with that one, or are you actually going to change it?
I'm going to
again?
stick with that one, but I'll give an honorable mention to Jeff Zakoff winning Game 1 in
Mr. Game 1.
2016.
Mr. Game 1. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, he made the
highlights.
He made the highlight at the beginning of the Penguins games now. When Jeff Zakoff is playing in the Kings organization, Jeff Zakoff is on the pre-game video for the Pittsburgh Penguins right now.
I'm okay with that.
I am more than okay with that. But still doesn't change the fact that Jake Gensel had the biggest moment of the last 2 years, I believe.
Really?
Yes.
Man, that Kunitz goal was still memorable.
I kind of have to go with Horwat on this one.
I mean, because
do you?
Double overtime, Game 7, Eastern Conference Finals.
Fluke.
All right, hold up.
Is this
look
just
at this shot.
Is this just because Chris Kunitz took the shot?
No, if Chris Letang took the shot, then maybe. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I just think it was a bigger goal, like in the aspect of things.
So
I do think Chris Kunitz's goal was huge. It won us the series, but at the same time, Stanley Cup, as you said, that wasn't a series. My goal was in the Stanley Cup Finals. That's how you judged your last one, and your mic just fell off and hit you in the face.
Way to go, Jordan.
But that's what I'm sticking to it.
So what happened to this? What happened to this order of events thing?
Wait, here we go.
You brought up.
Your goal doesn't happen without mine.
Well, if you don't want to point fingers, did your mother ever teach you that was rude?
Oh, sorry, Mom.
But at the same time,
she's out there.
34 minutes. Over 34 minutes without a shot on goal.
Yeah, and it's certainly significant because it's a rookie who broke the drought
And broke the NHL goal scoring record in the playoffs.
25 minutes of scoreless overtime until Kunitz scored. Every shot that was taken didn't go in those first 2 overtime periods.
5 periods of hockey.
Almost. Well, like 4 and 5 minutes.
4 1/4 periods of hockey
had been played. That's like saying an honorable mention to great moments of overtime. Peter Sikora's goal. I know we lost that series, but Peter Sikora's goal in 08 in triple overtime when he said, "I'm scoring this goal."
Yeah, and if we're speaking of overtime moments, none of us picked the Nick Bonino goal. I feel like that was kind of like a cop-out at this point for us.
Yeah.
We don't want to pick something that's too easy. Horwat, you actually said in the break while we should record over break and give it to you guys as bonus features because there's so much wrong with us.
There is. The yelling and
we were mocking Doc Emmerich, which I love Doc Emmerich. Some people don't.
I don't.
I don't enjoy his commentary.
I enjoy it. I think he's one of the greatest of all time.
He's enthusiastic.
I think he's just too obvious about everything. I enjoy that he likes Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, his opening montage for the Pirates was great.
Well, it made me want to watch baseball this season, which was hard to do.
I mean, they're 4-0. Watch them. They're undefeated. They finished.
Them today.
They were undefeated in the regular season in the month of March. They finished the month of March undefeated in the regular season at 1-0.
And they're already undefeated in April.
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0. 3 PT. You got a 3 leave. The Penguins are going to 3-peat. It's confirmed here on 3PT.
Illuminati.
It's a good thing the Pirates are now 4-0.
Well, I mean, in the month of April.
In the month of March. In the month of March. Which is the 3rd month of the year.
In the month of March, they were 1-0. In the month of April, they were 3-0.
I hate you, Bo.
God. You should hate us.
So that's going to conclude the Moments one. Again, text us, tweet us. You know where we're at. 412-TALK on Twitter, plus not Nick Horwat, plus Jordan Slobodinsky, plus at Nick Berlansky on Twitter. And or if you have our numbers, shoot us a text, shoot us a Snapchat. If you have us on Snapchat, tell us your favorite moment. And don't forget, come back next week for the 3PT awards. Go vote on them. Come back, and then right after the award show, we're still here at probably 8:40. We're going to start talking about the playoffs.
playoffs. It's as of now we are playing Columbus.
I feel like that
might
obviously change.
I really want
Columbus
this to change.
and the Flyers have the same amount of points, and we're only 2 points ahead of them. We can't get first place in the division anymore because we lost to Washington.
It's okay. We don't need it.
Also, to that discussion we had way back when 3PT was not nearly as good as it is now, which if you haven't listened to that, go listen to it. It's not that good. It's rough.
It's a radio show.
It is a radio show technically.
Yeah.
But we did have the discussion: who is the bigger rival still? Still the Flyers, or is it the Capitals? After last night's game, I feel like
it's boy.
We play games against the Capitals or against the Flyers. Sorry, and it is Flyers Day technically in Pittsburgh.
But man,
you don't have pure hatred anymore. I do. I have pure hatred towards the Philadelphia Flyers, but not as much anymore as I do the Washington Capitals. You play a team back-to-back years in round 2, not even just in round 1 and round 2 once. No, both times in round 2, going long series against them being President's Trophy winners and us being the underdogs and us winning. I don't care. That's our number one rival.
Both times. Yeah.
If Evgeny Malkin WWE shoots on the Capitals, he called Tom Wilson dirty last night to the media. NHL players are very careful about what they say. They don't give sound bites. That's the NFL. But if Evgeny Malkin, who doesn't talk to the media, had a 4-minute long press conference and shoots on the Capitals, then they are the biggest rival. That is confirmation right there.
Fair. I still feel like if we get into playoff series with Philadelphia, there's going to be more
That'll
tenacity.
be wild.
There's going to be more tenacity. There's going to be more anger. There's going to be more tempers flaring.
More than the Capitals?
Yes.
Well,
it might. Well, we might find out.
I mean,
we might have
one to the other.
Well, we have. Yeah.
I mean, Washington still has to make it out of the first round too.
Okay, but they're going to be playing like.
What do you mean playing like either Philly, New Jersey, or Columbus?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not sleeping on any of those teams this year.
I'm sleeping on Columbus. Capitals insider Tyler Connors.
You're sleeping on Columbus?
I just have
they have the best shot blocker in the NHL.
Cool. One guy doesn't make a team.
Ian Cole makes a team.
I was going to say, do you know who he's talking about?
I know he's talking about Ian Cole.
By the way, if you go and vote on the 3PT Awards polls, Ian Cole Memorial Award for the best defensive forward for some reason.
You know what? I thought it'd be funny to have a memorial award.
It would be, but he was a defenseman. But yeah, go if you don't know what we're talking about, go vote on that. There's also Here's a Guy award up there. So go vote on those awards. Sorry, another shameless plug. We're just trying to plug that up as much as we can. Tune in next week at 8 p.m. sharp.
But no, yeah, I'm sleeping on Columbus a little bit right now.
Sleeping on me snoring. Sorry, I had to sing Riff Raff.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about a little thing that the Penguins have been doing and have been kind of promoting themselves. So technically, I guess we're promoting this for them a little bit. But I wanted to discuss it. I've had this on my notes since episode 1 and completely forgot about them. It's the Pens Passport Sweepstakes. Jordan, do you know what that is?
What?
Well, please tell me you know what that is.
Yes, but I don't remember all the details.
Well, I have them here for you, so you are in luck. The Pens Passport, you signed up with your Twitter, with your email. You sent it to them, and you got entered for a drawing. The winner receives $100,000 in cash, plus tickets to every single NHL regular season game next year, both home and away. Well, that's expensive, you say. Airfare and hotels. Well, guess what? Those are included in this passport.
Oh.
You get to visit every city. Hotels, accommodations, airfare accommodations, plus $100,000 of spending money to do with whatever you please. It's not restricted.
Like
it's not a gift card.
Which, let's be honest, is probably just paying for food and drink at the games.
Most likely paying for food and drink. But that
wild.
is the Pens Passport.
That's really cool.
Presented by Giant Eagle.
Of course.
Well, yeah, they always do that. But
it was either going to be them or Permanis, so.
Permanis hasn't had a sponsorship with any of the sports teams here in a long time.
They don't need it.
Yeah,
that's true.
They just do things that are like with them. You know?
Yeah. Rest in peace, the HBK sandwich. Oh.
All right.
I still get ham sandwich with bacon on it. So
this is a really cool idea. I like that.
Do you like that idea?
I like the concept of that.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. When we come back, we're gonna talk about. Would you take a year off from school?
Oh, here's the thing though. Jordan won't be here.
Yeah,
Jordan's leaving during this break, so it'll be just me and Berlansky.
Well, I guess we will talk about it.
Yeah.
Who would you take to these games? And how would you spend the $100,000?
Quick, Jordan, who would you take?
Probably Ellie.
Oh, so you do have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or my mom. I'd take my mom.
Well, with that,
Yeah.
which is a good idea. I'm not going to give him crap for
Yeah.
that. It's very nice.
Yeah,
So
I
we
like
will
my
be
mom.
back, and me and Horwat will be riding solo for the first time in 3PT history. Come on back. We're going to talk a little bit about that and around the league. See you after the break.
Show off your new great taste in music to your friends and become the Ox God after listening to Walkney Talkney with me, Ariana Walkney Marjanovic, every Tuesday from 3 to 4 on WPPJRadio.com, 670 AM, and on the TuneIn app. I'll show you up-and-coming tunes from every genre imaginable while talking about the artists that made them. Tune in to Walkney Talkney, and I'll show you what's up.
Hey everyone, this is Mix Dinelli. You can hear all the best music on my show, Mixtapes, Sunday nights at 9 on WPPJ 670 AM, WPPJRadio.com, and on the TuneIn app. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm BTL. Tune in as I take you between the hits, the songs from your favorite albums that you've never heard. Listen live every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on WPPJ 670 AM.
There's something in the woods. It's Sam Morrison with Squatchin'. Listen to Bigfoot news, sightings, and legends with a hefty helping of classic heavy metal, 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Join in at WPPJRadio.com or on the TuneIn app. Also, check out the blog on WPPJRadio.com for Squatchin' extras, like sighting photos, Bigfoot merch, and some bonus Bigfoot content. WPPJ Radio, 670 AM.
Hey guys, time for this week's music update. The National Library of Congress released its latest batch of inductees into the National Recording Registry. 25 singles, recordings, albums, and soundtracks from many genres and eras made the list, including notable pieces such as My Girl from The Temptations, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, Footloose by Kenny Loggins, and Raising Hell by Run DMC. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf spoke out on Twitter about the Meek Mill case, saying, quote, I support DA Larry Krasner's position in the case of Meek Mill. Our criminal justice system is in need of repair. He goes on to promise his administration will make efforts to invest in programs that promote fairness and improve public safety. Albums released this week from Jack White, Jeff Rosenstock, and Guided by Voices. Concerts in town this week include Of Montreal and Punchline. I'm Chris Schwanke, and that was this week's WPPJ Music Update.
And we're back.
And it's
Nicholas
just
J.
us.
Horwat, Nicholas E. Berlansky, Sands, Jordan, whatever his middle initial is, Slobodinsky. I'm a horrible friend. I am sorry. Wow, Jordan's seat is very low.
Dude, there's a lot of room in here now. I'm
I'm on the
kicking back.
switcher. You're leaning back.
Like I did last week. Last week is because I was tired. This week I'm just getting comfortable.
You're getting comfortable,
'cause I
getting
don't-
ready for this. This is a very lackadaisical discussion. Lackadaisical.
But
this is a very like
yeah,
laid
I
back
don't have
discussion
notes
too.
on-
So it's perfect.
Yeah, I don't have notes on this. I could just sit and hold the mic and just talk.
You don't have to have notes. Why? Because I have them for you.
That's what I like to say.
The Fairy Berlansky is here to help all of your needs. So the first question we have obviously would be, who would you take a year off from school to do this? Because you would need to.
You would. And see, going into our senior year.
Yes.
That is a hard decision to make.
Exactly.
Oh, man. You know, you give an answer real quick. I honestly don't know.
I would.
You would?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is an opportunity even better for my career to go to all the arenas, get equipped with all the cities as well, but also to have a good time. And right before going into the workforce, I mean, taking a year off of school is difficult, but I think I would do it.
Now, see, the thing is about this, what do you want to do with a career?
My career?
Yes. Like, what's your main goal?
My main goal, play-by-play for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but Mears kind of took that away from me.
And guess what? You would be doing that if you got that job. So, I mean, like, you'd be doing it every day for your life.
That is true, but at the same time, that's not being a fan. That's work. It will be a great. If I get that job, I will be ecstatic. That will be the happiest I'll ever be. But at the same time, it is still work. This is an opportunity to go as a fan to every NHL arena. Every NHL arena. $100,000. Don't have to. You could like buy jerseys if you want, anything you want. Which we'll talk about what we're gonna we would spend the money on. But I would take the year off of school.
I think I probably would too. I mean, also,
Sorry, Dad.
when does it get decided? Do we know?
I have no idea. I think in the summertime.
Okay, so hopefully it's like in the summertime, like whenever we're not already in the middle of a class.
Yeah.
My phone's having a hard time staying charged. But, I mean, I probably would too. Plus, if I win a contest like that, I'm one in however many people are in that. Yeah, I think you'd kind of have to.
It's very hard to say no to something like that.
So I probably would, even if what we both want to do is
kind of in that field.
Is in the field of traveling with the team. I could still see it. I would probably still do it. You probably wouldn't be able to get that job anymore, but. But hey, you
could.
You probably still could if you're good enough.
The credits are still good. You come back to Point Park.
Yeah, well, what's your next question?
Well, I did just get a text, and I'm already getting yelled at by my dad. I'm not going to repeat the words that he texted me, but I am getting yelled at. My next question is, who would you take?
Now, you see, this is a loaded question.
Here's the thing that Jordan, I didn't tell Jordan because he was up and out of here. Yes, you're going to these cities. Yes, you're getting free airfare and hotels, but yes, there's also home games, and you can also take different people to different games. It's like if you would have season tickets to home games.
What a loophole.
Yeah, I made Jordan look bad with that.
Let's say you pick one person. Like, you have to pick... Dave Fichetti is in the window. Sorry, just to butt in, but Dave Fichetti is here, my roommate.
Oh, he's listening too, so shout out to Dave Fichetti, who's right there.
All right, but anyway.
So who would you take? Just like, if you're going to say a couple names, say a couple names. Who would you take?
Jordan said it too. I'd probably have to take my mom. I would take Mason to teach him about hockey a little bit. Well, my little brother Mason, 13.
Tell the fans that don't know who us are. Your little brother, you said that. Wow, I was already thinking of the question before I was even listening to you. Again, I'm a horrible friend.
You're good. But no, Mason would probably enjoy it. I'm sure he would even love a year out of school.
Oh, you're taking him out of school for a year.
Hey,
your mom. See, I'm not doing that. I am not taking somebody else out of school for a year.
We had this conversation yesterday. Avonworth, what they're teaching right now is not good. Like, it's a very different system than what actual school is.
Oh.
I'll explain that to you later.
Oh,
but
okay.
But he would enjoy that, I think, a lot, even though he's a child. But it's something he would totally want to do. See the world. Or see
the country.
The country.
Technically the world. Canada.
It would be international,
Okay, Canada. And, Phoenix. That's a different world. It's a joke because I love Arizona.
Outside of that, I think we are signed up for this. Jackie, my stepmom, who is the
reason.
I
signed up for it twice.
Nice.
I have 2 Twitters. I signed up for it twice.
There you go. I think we're signed up for it, so I think she would probably
Will I
be
win?
The one that won.
No, I will not win. But, so you said basically your parents, your family.
Family. I mean, if I had to take...
Home games are home games. You could take anybody to a home game.
Oh, if I had to take a friend, though...
If you had to take a friend, I'll let you think about it.
Yeah, because that's old boy.
I would obviously... One thing about me is when I was a kid, I would always go to games with my dad. So I would definitely take my dad to a lot of the games, especially to his favorite... to some of his favorite cities. I would find it out. I would take my mom as well.
Yeah, because I had also gone to a ton of games with
can't
Jackie.
pick one person to take on those trips because
Yeah.
I would have to make a list of the 30 cities and how many times they're going the 30 cities.
Yeah.
How many times you're going to be there, and I would divvy it out that way. I would take my sister because obviously my sister is one of the biggest reasons I'm into hockey.
That's why that's why I'm into hockey.
So I'd have to, it would be a lot of family. I would take, and then home games, I would just pick friends. All depends on the game. I would be living at Pizza Milano's on 5th, let me tell you that.
When it comes to friends, I grew up with Brandon, who's an avid listener of the show. Thank you.
I would take Brandon.
And then I see how Tyler, my good friend Tyler, is also a Capitals fan, but he's also a hockey fan overall.
Oh, take him to Washington games.
I would totally take him to Washington.
In Washington.
I mean, he goes to Washington games by himself, but
Tyler.
not by himself, but he's gone to a couple of Washington games.
You lucky dog.
But it would be a struggle. I'd probably have to pick between those two friends-wise.
Yeah, friends-wise, I would obviously.
Sorry, bud, but
no, I would pick you.
Okay, now I feel like garbage, but
that's why I did it.
Well, I mean, it's like I've known
Brandon,
them longer.
just to make you feel a little bit worse. Oh wait, you had work today. Never mind. Brandon asked me if I wanted to go to opening day PNC today.
I worked part of that
I couldn't go.
tailgate.
I worked too. Otherwise, I would be giving you anecdotes about that because you guys want to know about my life right now.
My buddy Tyler was there. Tyler Connors was at opening day. He snapped me.
See, these people are going to all these games, and I can't afford to go. Can't have time to go. But that is besides the point. I keep looking at you, and forgetting that the microphone is to my left.
I talk
But-
on the side of it all the time.
Yeah, I would take family. I would take mom, dad, sister to the road games. I would take friends to the home games.
Yeah.
So-
It would be a hard choice regardless.
It would be a very
you're gonna
hard
hear
choice
about it from
at all.
everyone anyway.
Yeah, I'm probably getting my phone's been buzzing, and I haven't checked it for a little bit since my dad started cussing me out because I'm afraid my entire family's cussing me out for saying I'd skip a year of school.
Hey,
But-
Berlansky's family, the Berlansky clan. This is if he wins, and he's
Which
probably-
will not happen.
He's not going to. He's not.
So
leaving
don't worry.
school.
I'll be in school next fall. You don't have to worry about that.
It's okay.
So
Continue.
the last thing, $100,000 bills, dollar. United States dollar bills. What would you do with that money if you won this?
All right, so, I would have to. You'd probably have to divvy it up for a little bit of that. We'll have to go toward food and drink at the games.
Just think about but you don't have to pay for a hotel, and you don't have to pay for airfare.
Right.
How much could food really cost at games?
Well, a hot dog is $5.75 at PPG.
This is $100,000. You're talking about $5.75.
And beer is either $10 or $13.
Well, yeah, that's where most of my money would go. But
that being said, I think I would try and make it a point of getting a jersey or jersey from each team.
from each team.
Yeah, at least one.
See, you read my mind. I would not get a jersey because jerseys, that 100,000 can go down very quickly if you start buying jerseys from each city.
Especially whenever they're $300 a pop.
Yeah. What I would do is I would buy a new nice Crosby jersey. I would buy.
I did that.
I already have a Hagelin. I'd probably get a Fleury Vegas Golden Knights jersey.
Like I was trying to do.
And I would get
in
a
New York.
Toronto Austin Matthews jersey. And then I would get jerseys from the
There
rest
you
of the
go.
arenas. I would actually, what I would do, and this is going to sound very cheesy, this is going to sound very responsible of me or whatever. I would take $50,000 and put it in my savings account.
Oh, well.
That is the smart thing to do.
That is.
Because guess what? I will be skipping. If I do win, I do skip a year of school, but at least I will be able to pay off the school that I've already done
Hey.
and the school year that I will come back to. There's no doubt I will come back to school after that because
Very
I
true.
need my degree. Because I want that job. I would have that paid for with this award, even though I'm missing a year of school. So I think, Faja, that it kind of balances out a little bit, and I'm probably going to get a phone call as soon as we go off the air, and that is fine. He will rip me a new one, but the other $100,000, like I said, jerseys from every city except for those three that I said. I want those 3 jerseys.
Yep.
And then it would go to food and drinks and a lot of pizza Milanos.
Would you get Capital jerseys and Flyer jerseys?
Oh
Or
no, I
jerseys?
wouldn't get that. Sorry, I forgot about that.
I
would not get a Capitals. I would not get a Flyers, and I would not get a Red Wings because I don't like the Red
Now,
Wings.
here's what I'm going to say. I don't like the Flyers, the Capitals, or the Blackhawks. I've made that abundantly clear on the show.
I would get it.
multiple
I
times.
would get a Blackhawks jersey of Senior Accountant. Senior 7 out of 7 saves. I can't even remember his name. But if you saw the story on ESPN, there's an emergency goalie that was an accountant by day, a lights out goaltender by night
Apparently.
that got into the game.
But no, what I would do, I would have loopholes I would still get jerseys from each team.
Yes.
But for the Flyers one, I would get for all of them actually, I would get throwbacks of people you cannot hate because they are in fact legends. Flyers, I don't
Who?
guess. It's hard to say. For
Pronger?
Pittsburgh past.
Maybe?
I was thinking Bobby Clark. Or Bernie Perron.
Okay.
It's hard to say. Regardless.
Capitals?
Peter Bondra. Or Sergei Gonchar.
If they have Gaunch with the crappy gold and the powder blue that they had with the big crest in the middle, I would get
The
that.
greatest jerseys the Capitals have ever had. I like those jerseys a lot, actually. Not going to lie.
Yeah, when they first came out with these new red ones, I liked them, but then they started playing well and started being, I can't say that word.
But no,
I stopped liking them
I
very
liked
much.
those old jerseys a lot, actually. And for the Blackhawks, who have the Blackhawks had? I can't remember right now. I'm blanking.
Eddie Olczyk?
No.
Jeremy Roenick? I would get a Jeremy Roenick.
I can't.
Why? Because JR is really awesome.
Oh,
and he's one of the only NBC
it's
guys.
It's gonna bug me so much.
stand.
I have to look this up now.
But, okay, well, while you look that up, I will go down through the standings because we were going to do around the league. First of all, again, we like to say big congratulations to the Sedin brothers on their fantastic career. I will certainly be trying to watch their last game in Vancouver. Congratulations to those guys. I mean, they did it right the entire time, and it's a great hockey career. So, yes, again, congratulations to the Sedin brothers. If you haven't seen them play hockey, go look at some highlights. They're great guys. But they are not in the playoff hunt, which is getting very, very tight and very close to the end of the push for the playoffs. Right now, we have 5 teams in the Eastern Conference that have clinched a playoff spot: the Washington Capitals, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Boston Bruins, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Teams that are still in the hunt: Columbus, New Jersey, and Philly all have playoff spots as of right now.
Is Florida officially out?
Florida is not officially out. They've only played 77 games, and they are only 7 points back. So
they're pretty
pretty close.
Being out.
They're still in the hunt. I will give them that credit. But it is looking like they will not make it to the playoffs. But right now, what is really tight, it is the hunt in the Metropolitan Division. The Penguins have 96 points. They are as high as they can go right now in the second seed. With a game in hand, all 3 of those other teams, Columbus, New Jersey, and Philly, have a game in hand. Columbus and Philly are 2 points behind. New Jersey is 3 points behind. So that is getting pretty close. In the Western Conference, we have Nashville, Winnipeg already clinching. Vegas has clinched their division, so that's their first year, and they are a division champion. That is actually something materialistic they can hold. They can put a banner up. I mean, we don't put banners up for division championships anymore, but the Capitals do, so there you go.
We do actually have division championship banners up.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. I noticed it the other day at the...
Well, I am sorry, and...
We just
Capitals still haven't made it past the second round, so
have
whatever.
The ceremony, they just kind of show up.
Yeah, they kind of just
we raise Stanley Cup banners. Sorry,
we don't raise division championship banners. I should say in front of people.
Continue.
Minnesota is in the 3 spot in the Central Division. The Pacific Division, we have 2 and 3 as San Jose and Anaheim, who has climbed up there. In the wild card, which is even crazier than in the Eastern Conference, we have Los Angeles and Colorado, who are in the spots right now. St. Louis and Dallas follow shortly behind. Dallas actually is eliminated from contention. I'm sorry about that. They lost last night. That's why.
So it's just St. Louis.
It's just St. Louis is the only team out of a playoff spot that can still get into one. San Jose is not locked up a playoff spot, but they will soon. It's very hard for anybody to catch up to them, really, other than Anaheim. Anaheim has 95 points. Los Angeles has 94. Colorado has 93, and St. Louis has 92. Lots of stuff happening. Colorado plays the Kings tonight, so that'll be an interesting game. Very interesting game. Colorado also played Anaheim over the weekend.
Are they in LA for that game?
Huh?
Are they in LA for that game?
Yes.
Wait. Okay. I was going to say, because there's a reason why it hasn't started yet, maybe.
Yes, they are in LA for that game. Yeah. But another game if we're speaking about around the league, another important game. Tampa plays Boston this week.
That's
Again.
Yeah, those two.
Boston has a game in hand, which is huge.
Boston came out of nowhere to take that division.
They did. A lot of good young players. We talked about it last week. They are probably one of the most dangerous teams going into the playoffs. But Tampa Bay and Boston. Boston has 110 points. Tampa Bay has 108. Boston has a game in hand, which is huge. But if Tampa wins that game,
man,
it gets close.
Yep.
Gets very close. The Pittsburgh Penguins, as we said, actually we did not do a Pens preview this. So we will do a Pens preview right now.
I've written down
on Thursday night. Do you have it written down? You want to do Pens preview this week?
Because the final 2 regular season games are a back-to-back.
Ooh!
Thursday in Columbus, who we might be playing, but
it might be a preview for the playoffs. But then again, so was the Washington game last night and the New Jersey game last week and the Philly game the week before that.
And then Friday, the day after, we play Ottawa at home.
Fan appreciation night. My boss is going to that game. So cheers to you, Chad.
But yeah, so those are going to be 2 also very important games just to hold on to Columbus to hopefully keep in last.
Yeah, we want to keep. I don't know. I don't know who I want to face in the first round.
Regardless, it's going to be fun and hard.
But guess what? The next time we come to you, it will be April 9th. It will be the first annual
The 3PT Awards
show.
Okay. We tried.
We tried to be on sync there, but we weren't looking at each other, so I'm not sure why we
I
even
was
tried.
looking at the ceiling.
But we do have 4 chairs in here, which means 4 people will be selected for the live studio audience to come in here during the award show. And right after that, we will have your playoff preview. Yes, the Stanley Cup playoffs are here. And guess what? It's time for all you Pens fans to hashtag 3Leave.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Do you want to just stay in here and sing until the Tonight Show's on?
I'll take the Tonight Show and just
You'll
sing.
take Tonight Show and just sing? All right.
Let me tell you about my voice.
Well, that is going to be it for us this week. Thank you for tuning into 3PT. From me, Nick Berlansky, and from my counterpart over here, Nicholas J. Horwat, and for Jordan Slobodinsky, who ran out of here faster than you can say skippity-doo-dah.
Can we keep Jordan off the show?
You guys, actually, if you want, send us a tweet, send us a text message at not Nick Horwat on Twitter, at Nick Berlansky on Twitter, or at 412talk on Twitter. That is our overall thing. Send us a tweet. Do you prefer me and Horwat?
Are we voting Jordan off the island?
Dun dun. We'll see you guys next week for the 3PT Awards. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Later.